Welcome back to Thinking in Turns. Last time, we resisted 3 Orc Generals, sending a mix of level 1 and level 2 units at us. And we got to level some new chaotic units, as well as promoting our knights into a paladin. Mr. GNRA finds thieves tricky to level up, and ends up going for footpads most of the time. Footpads are a more generalist type of unit, while thieves can do massive damage when you bring them into the right spot. The best tactic here is to get an intelligent thief, as he only needs 2 kills to level up. This way you can get out of his weak level 1 quickly and get to play with its skirmisher trait or the magical attack on the add-on variant. And with the intro out of the way, let's continue. The Oldwood. Haldruk's band finds itself at the heart of the Oldwood forest. The road quickly narrows and becomes little more than a path. Branches reach high overhead, blocking almost all of the light. The ominous noises of the deep woods echo all around. Will this evil forest ever end? There are mosquitoes as big as my fist in here, and these nasty old sheets are giving me the creeps. This isn't so bad. Hardrick's kind are such a suspicious lot when it comes to these sorts of things. Quiet. Listen, I think I hear something. All I hear are the more tree foes. That tree speaks. No, we are tree friends really. Your kind has long come with your axes. Some tree friends you are. So you seem less of a menace than these new monsters that have come to plague us. They cut the trees and burn the trees for no reason at all. You claim to be a tree friend. Show it to be true. For we are in dire need, or you may meet your fate with the rest of these monsters. We will help. Be careful with the trees. What? What are you looking at me for? Okay. So you need to defeat all leaders. And the defeat conditions is the death of Prince Aldrich. Death of, our ally here. From what you can see, there is an Orcish encampment over here in the south that will recruit units, and one up in the northeast that will send some units. And the fight will probably be happening mostly around this area. Now, let's see what we can see on the status table. And that is, we are playing against 2 orcs which have 280 starting gold, which is quite a lot, similar to us, and our ally is very low on gold income. But once we survive the first waves, there's not a lot of follow-up based on these standard settings. There's like one village you can play around here. There's a swampy area, a lot of forest. Also a swampy area here. Now, since there are a lot of forests, usually you would want to have the chaotic units. They have very good dodge chance on that. And we might be able to make use of the swamp by using our poachers, because poachers do reasonably well in the swamp. So first of all, let's see. We got our loyal knight now, which will be super strong for us. So the goal of this mission is to get some levels onto the knight, onto Lady Outlaw, get her to level 3. And I would like to get 1 or 2 silver mages, because they will be useful later on in the campaign. Which means we need to level up the red mage here, and maybe get 1 more mage going. Actually, we do have some units that are close to leveling up already, and that only need 1 combat. So this will come in handy as well. Yeah, now we want to move the outlaw forward. There's a small path over this river, which there might be some news coming this way from the southern orc. I don't think defending this is too easy. We already have more or less 2 fronts over here, one for the northeast and one for our ally. That I feel like we should be supporting, because you don't know how the AI works and what decisions they may make. They usually play very aggressively, so you don't want your allied leader to just run to 6 or 7 opponents by himself. And usually I don't really have a lot of units left for this area, so I might want to recruit 1 or 2 spearmen, maybe some very low value units to hold this. Or something like a footpad, a spearman, which are decent options. I mind having a footpad and just leaving him here. So let's do that for now. 1 or 2. Pick up this village. The other one is for Haldreg. Let's see. So we have Mage of Light and Witch Doctor. Both will be very important for healing. So Mage of Light only has 5 movement points. I think I'll just recruit him early. I can send him on his way. Delta. I feel like having one Shock Trooper, especially because he's low, is a good idea. At least one who can somewhat hold the line here on the forest terrain. And considering the rest of my units, my recalls, I don't really see anything too crazy. Again, the Red Mage is something we want to get for sure. I don't want to recruit high level units that early on, because they have the higher upkeep. Let's recall this footpad. We can just run north. Let's recall the poacher who's close to leveling up. And I think I will mostly be relying on poachers this game, so and try to play around the swamp. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to move Faldric. A little bit annoying. I don't think it will make too much of a difference, so could obviously move with Burin to try and get these villages. But he's a super strong unit that is neutral, so having him on the front lines is not a bad idea. It will take a while to arrive though. Okay, let's move things up a bit. So we won't get this village this turn, but I think it's doable. Will likely be very low on income anyway. So now for the second round of recruitment, we probably get a Witch Doctor for the healing around this forest area. I do want to recall the Red Mage. As said, I want to have Silver Mage. I want to recruit one more mage just to, again, get more mages going in the Silver Mage direction. A Javelinier would not be too bad. It's a very versatile unit in general. And it's a level 2 unit. A Trapper might not be bad either. But for now, let's first of all recruit our Fortress and low level units. Maybe 1 or 2 Thieves might be fine as well. For the backstep. This time we pick up the village over here. Okay, so nothing going on. Here we see our first trees, or first roses. Usually you want to move the faster units first, just to have some scouting info on what's going on. Okay, this is our last round of recruitment. We can get 4 recalls in, which I think I will just do. There are not a lot of villages on this map, but I feel like I need a lot of... I need to spend all of my gold to meet the forces right now. And they do have quite a lot of starting gold. But with the low amount of villages, I will probably be negative anyway, so I don't think I can count on having a lot of leftover gold for next mission. Again, I like the rogue, especially him being a skirmisher. The trapper is really good. Now for the last recruitment here. Could try to go for Paladin. He is super strong, especially with the heal. And maybe get a level up on him. Although I feel like it's usually better to have lower level units that you can level up. Just so you're not dependent on like only 1 or 2 units on your own. So yeah, I like the Javeliniers in general. Let's get let's get 1 Javelinier for sure. But the question is, do we want to have a knight? We already have 1 knight out, and to be frank, it's difficult to get knights to work here because they don't have a lot of movement points on forest. The short trooper will take way too long to arrive to fight right now. So I think it's between the swordsman and the Javelinier. I feel like the Javelinier is a little bit more versatile in general. We don't really see what we're fighting against right now. Okay. Stupid sinking trees. We'll show you. Yeah. Maybe they're fighting something. But this is a Woe Sapling. It's a level 0 unit, you can't usually recruit those. So yeah, he's a little bit weaker than the usual Woes. It still has regeneration though. Yeah. Nothing coming over this way, so I might as well grab this village. Okay, now I need to move the faster units first. Get a better idea of what's going on. I like Burin being on the front line here, usually. And maybe get some porters down, at least one to see what's going on. And whether I need to move units to support on this front. I don't really see anyone over here. I might try to build something around these forests to make sure that this area is where the orcs are coming through. So having a white mage over here, setting up a somewhat defensive line on these few axes. Seems like a good idea. Okay, let's take the village first. Get some extra income at least. Now we just start moving the rest of the units down. Again, I could try and get some units on the west side, but as you can see, they don't have a lot of gold income. Opponents. They also don't have a lot of villages, so just having a ball of troops here and being able to defend the first attacks is good enough. You can see ice doing ice things, just blindly running into the forest. Yeah. So let's move the porter down, get some information. I don't mind Brewing being here because he's neutral. I should try and have my heavy infantryman in this forest. It's a little bit too slow for this right now. Information nearby. Okay, so the question now is how many units do I need up north to defend? I don't mind having a thief here for at least some vision, some information. Need to move the rest. Let's make some space with this trapper. Everyone else down. There's an assassin coming. Assassin is not that bad to handle if he's by himself. The crossbowman will take me out though. But this is fine. I said losing the villagers is not that bad because I will be natives for most of this mission anyway. I'll get Bruno here for one turn. Move out once, can we move out twice? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm losing too much moving points. At least we have some more intel on what's going on. Also try and play it like this for now. It seems solid. Yep. Don't think there's a better space for my knight right now. Yeah. I can get an outlaw caster. Caster's not that bad in here, simply because of his magical attack. So he can hit the difficult units in the forest. I do think the outlaw is probably better for the whole campaign right now, considering who we are fighting. A lot of archers with fire damage. Chop them down. It's cool in these woods. I think we need a fire. Yeah. Honestly, don't really want to engage at all. If I get hit, it's just gonna lose the village quicker. Okay, so far this seems kind of fine. Let's see what we can do on this side. We have a lot of chaotic units that would benefit from fighting right now. And this crossbow is very far up and very low. Getting him with the Lady Outlaw would be perfect, just to get the level up that we want. Which means I will be kind of further up than I would want to. And I deal with it. Most of my units don't have a lot of movement range right now. Putting a heavy infantry in here is not too bad though. Yeah, I think I go for this. I'll go for this. Because I want the experience. Okay, nice. Without much of a problem. We'll give up on this village. Because defending it is kind of difficult. Unless you already have a healer on it and defend it from this size. But even then, I would rather play around this swampy area. Yeah, I want to move my poachers up as best as possible. Get the thief closer to the action. Get my mages closer to the action as well. Best space for Haldrick is probably here to buff up the poachers. Where do I move my outlaw? Probably further down. It doesn't seem too great though, having Burian exposed like this. We reposition it like here. Then we can get Adric over here. Yeah, this looks a little bit better. Now, if he wants to, this crossbowman wants to hit, he will be on a swampy terrain. This is fine. This is also fine. Right. Yeah, we see more poachers coming. Ooh, a lot of damage on the shock trooper. I see some green units coming for our trees. Okay, now this might be a little bit difficult. We need someone to help out. There's a chance that the Ashen Wolves is just gonna get out of the castle and start fighting. I would like to play it like this, so they move into the swamp terrain to start fighting us, where they have bad defense. How do we resolve this situation? I mean, we are stalling for now. If I get a kill on the crossbowman with my shock trooper, he will level up. I'm not sure how reliable this plan is. Could go for disengagement with Burian. Let's see how many hits we get. 2 hits. Which means there's 75% chance of killing him. Even if we don't kill him, we can probably clear up some archers right now. So let's take the gamble. Okay, nice. At level 3 unit straight away. Don't really want to push too hard on this round. We're will level up after 2 combats, so he should be pretty safe over here. Can I get some levels on my white mages? Doesn't really seem to Provo. Maybe I should start moving. I should start moving my Witch Doctor down, so I have some healing on this line. Make sure he's protected. Yeah, let's move some units to help out my tree. We have enough of a defensive setup here, so that I think we will be able to hold for now. And get the Javelinier involved. Oh, nice. Picking up the kill. And I'm kind of happy with the rest of the units right now. I just want to let them come into me. Okay. Use my healing properly. Okay. There's this base here which they might want to use, but just one square shouldn't cause too much damage. Yeah, they're actually going for the walls. Ooh, nice. He held for one extra turn. Okay, so they do use the sacks, which is pretty good because it means my ally can't really move out. Start hitting. It's a little bit too scary. Oh, we have a Slayer in the swamp. Can we deal with him somehow? Probably if we use our Javelinier for this. I really want my Javelinier to be poisoned for no reason. There's a high chance he will get poisoned by the incoming waves. Let's see. I think on average I will take less damage from the range attack. So let's go for this. Yeah. Can I somehow get the kill with Lady Outlaw? Doesn't seem too likely. I'm kind of happy with the way these units are positioned right now. This is 5 times 4, 5 times 3. Like the Trapper is just better unit to use here to try and fight. Yeah. Not sure if I can move much further than this. I would need some more porches down here, but we don't have the luxury right now. Okay, there's one combat for Burin to level up. Doesn't matter who he fights. I think right now we should start making some progress over here. So this is generally good engagement to take. Just move Burin all the way around to make some space for other units to hit. Which is probably a good idea because these two archers are quite low. And low level units. We have the Metalworker and the Lord as level up options. Now the Metalworker has leadership, but he has, I think, less resistances than the Lord. Gets a fire attack times 3. Less HP, more experience to level up. I don't think the fire will do a lot because we already have the impact attack on the Lord, which does well against skeletons. And I don't see anything else where fire would be good. Fire is good against Wozus, but I don't think we will be fighting any Wozus. So I like the defensive stats of the Dwarf a lot more. We do have our Lady Outlaw and Aldrich for the leadership already. Let's go with the Sable variant over here. Now it would be nice to get my Mage of Light involved in the combat. It's not super likely to pick up a kill if I do. Might want to just move my Sea Trooper over here. Take the hits. Which hits do we do first? Like the pillager is a big issue. I would like to melee him because his net is super annoying this low. Ooh, nice, we get 3 out of 3. This might be a red mage level up even. At least some red mage hits. Means I want my red mage on this hex to start hitting. I can do. I'd also try to get the kill on my mage, but I think he's very prone to dying in this spot. But if I get the kill, I can move Haldrick up. But I think the Orcish Archer. Also try to get the kill with the Lady Outlaw, but it's too unlikely for me. Move this Outlaw closer to the action, at least. I mean, it's 88% chance. If I use my red mage, it's 94. If I don't get the kill, it will be slightly annoying. My mage will die. I mean, I don't really care too much about the mage. Guess he has no experience yet. But as I said, the goal is to get some mages to silver mage level. I think I'll go for this. Nice, we get it. 16 experience points. It's just what we need. We'll try and get this combat going. Try and get this combat going. It's probably better to just fight with Haldrick right now to clear up some space. I could try and run up with my knight to get a charge going. Nice. Do I go for the swamp hits? I kind of need to make use of my potions. This is a leadership level 3. I think this is worth it for a trade. Again, I don't really want to leave my level 1 units unused, because I don't want to recall units without levels. I could try and get some hits on the crossbowman, but both Lady Outlaw and my rogue are a little bit vulnerable. This fine, probably. There should be a better spot for my white mage, but I don't really see it right now. Try to go for some hits here. I mean, I'm not really getting the kill, I just want to have one combat. And I'll get less return damage on the melee combat, so I'll go for this. Okay, nice. It's 2 experience for this combat, which is very worth it. Okay, we get poisoned on Haldrick. Ooh, ouch, she survives, nice. Okay, this is the scary part. The ancient walls getting attacked, but I think we are holding up quite well here. Now at this point I think it's fine using the thief. The rogue. Or we get zero hits. Ooh, this is unfortunate. Unlikely I might get the Slayer. Quite likely. Getting the hits here would be pretty good as well. On the crossbow. But I really need to get rid of the Slayer. This poison is making things way too annoying for me. I think the fugitive in here is not a bad idea. Let's go for the Boring Combat first. This doesn't have a lot of movement speed. Now getting some good charges would be amazing. Question is, which charges can we take here? I need to hit the Pillager in melee, because if I don't, he will just slow my units down, make everything way more difficult. That Slayer is a little bit of a problem for now. Could try and use my red mage to hit him. Okay, so might move on knight over here, go for the charge. Get our red mage in here. Get our Hardrick probably down one space, so let's go for these hits first. Again, nice to get one hit. Just decent. Now, can I go for the kill here? 71% chances. Fine, we also have Lady Outlaw to help out if we don't get it. Again, nice to get the kill. Which means, do I hit with Haldrick? 34% chance to kill. 65. I like the 65. I really need it as well. I could try and soften him up a little bit more. Does it change anything or damage on him? I would need to hit twice for it to be relevant. Which is kind of not very likely. I'd also try and use my white mage, but then he's gonna get poisoned. I don't really want to poison white mage right now. Let's go for this. Nice, okay, pick up the kill. Using our leadership bonus. Could even move Hardwick over here to give leadership to my knight. Doesn't make a grand difference, but it's something. Also use Lady Outlaw. I'd like to pick up the kill on Lady Outlaw though. So I'll charge bros. Here we get it on the knight anyway. This side seems mostly cleaned up. Don't need to care about it too much. It move here to get some hits in. Yeah. And then just use my my javelin here. Okay. Not amazing, but this is fine. He shouldn't be surviving for too long. Oh, this poison is kind of annoying, but I think we are doing fine right here. I don't really want my only hero here to be poisoned, but I need to get rid of the pillager somehow. We'll try and go for this. I could also just do a swap, but if I do, I don't get healing. Or get a fugitive in here. Again, this leader, like making this world survive is a priority. I feel like I could probably go for an engagement like this. Get some more damage in, and we swap our trappers. We get the assassin down. Yeah, no poison here. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, we got poisoned from some flare out of that. Yeah. It's about to become nighttime, which is at least good on this front here. Should be able to get rid of this crossbow if I play it right. I don't really want to risk my thief dying as a leveled unit. Getting this kill would be amazing, but can't really gamble on that for now. I feel like I need to hold this line, make them the orcs move onto the swamp. They need to hit me. How do I deal with this crossbow? I mean, honestly, I think just ganging up on him might work. I don't see anyone else coming around. This is a pretty good chance right now. As I said, I do like Lady Outlaw and to get some experience. Okay, nice. Ooh, was a little bit shaky, but I think we're fine. I don't see many more units coming in from this direction, so I'm pretty sure we've cleaned up. I need to be careful of these couple of villages. Maybe I get back to pick them up. I only have 4 left, which are 1, 2, 3, 4. So they took over these 2. How do I clear this up? Again, getting some experience on my mages would be really good. Move Hardrick over here. I'd need one more hit beforehand. Maybe this is it. It's not. Ooh. I mean, I'm never dying, I just would be unlucky if I don't get it. Nice, I get it. Get another red mage. Get this village, heal up for a bit. I mean, I don't mind moving Burin down, but he will take forever to arrive, it doesn't he? He has pretty good movement in the forest. I think I like him moving down. He's neutral, so he'll be fine right here. Get some decent healing over here. This is a little bit of a dead unit right now. Do I want to send any units to recapture these villages? I kind of do. Question is, who do I send? Because I also need my units to take over this area. Honestly, I don't really have a lot of units to spare. Move up a little. See if there's anything coming at us. Not really. Yeah. We saw an assassin and an archer over there, so I can't really send my siege trooper. If anything, I would need Javeliniers to take this area. Let's move down with the poacher. Maybe we need him. Oh, we got poisoned. And we see the leader stepping out. That's what I was fearing. Ah, this is annoying. This is super annoying because there's no villager around that I can make use of. Get rid of the poison. So I need to meet these guys up. But if I do, I might lose out on my ally here, who's walking up very confidently. The main issue is I don't really see what's going on in this area. Alright. I think I'll leave my Witch Doctor poisoned. Just use him as a health battery for now. Try to start moving some units up. Ironically, the dwarf is one of the most mobile units in the forest. Okay, we got rid of the poison here. Okay. Move up, start healing. I have a lot of mages in this direction. Probably not bad to get one of them down there. Get our healing here. Okay, we see the leader. It is a level 3 Orcish Warlord. I don't really want to get too close to him during nighttime. But our Siege Trooper should easily win this 1v1. So I don't need too many units out there. Okay, nice. This is the scary spot, making sure that a little Maldur doesn't die here. One can just go in a little bit of a solo mission. We have an assassin, which could try and take out with some mage. Maybe use the Javelin here first, soften him up. I mean, it's not the worst idea. As I said, I'm pretty sure we have mostly cleaned this up. It doesn't look like there are much more units coming. No. I don't mind moving south with all of them, just so we can finish this mission a little bit quicker. Oh, we lost all 4 villages now. But yeah, Will probably never be positive anyway. Over here. Let's get this in. For the healing, I think I can start moving the mage down. Doesn't seem to be a lot more resistance coming. Okay, this is the crossbow that we were missing. Still no recruits, I think. It's about to be daytime, so we can start moving up more. It's 15 times 3, 43 damage. This is so much damage from a unit. If I'm lucky enough, he moves out to hit my siege trooper. This is something we can hope for. No. Yeah, I don't see any recruits. My knight. How do we deal with the crossbow? We do have 2 mages that can hit him and the javelin here. Let's deal with this crossbow first. We'll just hit and disregard the return damage. I don't have any really good melee units besides from my rogue, but he will not get the backstab boost here. Yeah, I mean I can soften him up with the portrait for now, because I don't care about the portrait too much. Okay, let's go for this engagement. I just want to get him down now. Do you need one hit with Lady Outlaw? Nice, okay. So one more combat for her to level up. Let's just move around. Here, yeah. Okay, I really want the Javelin here to fight. So we'll do this. Because he has decent pierce resistance. But this Orc has too much HP for me to consider moving in my mages, so let's just play it somewhat safe. Yeah. Okay, and the Ilya moved out. Damn, he's hit so many shots. It won't save him though. All I need is one mage fireball. Okay. I'm not sure if I trust this darkness. But I remember there was only its assassin and the crossbow. I saw the crossbow, I saw the assassin coming from this direction. And there are still 2 villagers out here, so I could gamble on them not having sent any more units. If I do, I would lose a Javelin here who's close to leveling up. It's not really a gamble that you want to take. And there's the one crossbow. It is daytime, I don't really care about the crossbow too much. So let's see if we get a hit in. We don't. Don't love this engagement. I guess we get way too low on it. This is level 3 unit, he does so much damage. Even during daytime, so I need my like my siege trooper to do some damage on him in order to be able to move other units. Could try and zone of control him a little bit, but it's probably won't matter too much. Okay, I'm fine with this arrangement. He's just moving back. I don't mind charging here. Just need to be careful of the incoming archer. This is kind of fine. Now, yeah. Okay, don't see anyone. These villagers are still unoccupied. So we're probably fine moving here. Yeah, Okay, nice. So that's that. We'll start moving my units down. Oh, nice. Our ally is also here. I mean, it's kind of bad for him to take the villagers, but it is what it is. This match is way too far away to be of any value, I think, so might as well try to get some villagers with him. Oh my god, we're getting poisoned. By a Slayer, not... And should... at least I'm trying to move to this village here. Get rid of the poison. Let's move everyone else down as quickly as possible. These are mine. They're way too far into negative, so yeah. Don't think I'm getting any gold after this mission. I don't mind having this range engagement to clear up the village. The question is, how do I play into the warlord? Let's see if I get a hit. Oh, no hit still. He should be moving back after this one to try and recruit something. But I think going for the melee engagement here is fine. I need to land some hits, thank you. Yeah. Can't really use my knight. It's not a one charge kill. I don't want to lose him, so might meet another day and night cycle. Didn't recruit anything. Maybe we get a good hit in here. Still no hits. Now this is a little bit too scary to fight. So how much damage does he do? It's 19 damage per hit. So even if he hits all three, it's not a kill. But we're fine. Is there an easy way for me to deal with this Slayer? Not really. And my Wish Doctor is too far away, but I also don't really want to move him up too much. Because he's only 1 HP. Can we trap this Slayer here? Also not really. Okay, I don't mind disengagement. There's so much damage in return, but it's fine. It's probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, using the thief is a little bit scary. Let's move back with these units for now. And start moving the Wish Doctor up anyway. I just need to be careful for him to not be in range of any units. I'll burn cleans up the villages here. No hits. This is the biggest issue fighting with Slayers, but we can go for these hits here. We will level up like the Outlaw after the combat. Again, I think it's unlikely that the leader will try to go for any kills here. Can get this Trapper to block zone of control. Yeah. Now all we need to do is make sure that we get rid of the poison. We do have a lot of time to spend here. Do we go for this trade again? And if I get hit a lot, I might die. It's just... I think the best course of action for me is actually to just block the keep. Make sure that he can't recruit anymore, and then we wait for daytime. Yeah. Okay. I don't level up on one combat here. This is probably fine. We'll go for melee hits here. Even if I lose the melee trade, I can just always go back, right? Sit on a village. How do I deal with this though? 76% chance to kill. The chance to kill here. Also 76. Yeah, I like the 76 on the melee hits, so we don't get poisoned. We can get a huntsman or a ranger. Ranger has one more movement speed, but a hunter gets the marksman trait. Also, I like the ranger just because he gets the movement point. So he's a little bit more flexible. He is stronger with his sword attacks. Usually hunter's a pretty good pickup, but as I said, I really want the better movement for now. Because there's a huge difference between 5 movement points and 6 movement points. If you have 5 movement points, you can only move two spaces on rough terrain for you. If you have 6 movement points, you can move 3 spaces. Right? So if a poacher is like this poacher has only 5 movement points, you can only move 2 hexes here. I will need 1 more turn to move further. Well, my ranger, he has good movements on forest anyway, but he would be able to move 3 hexes on rough terrain. Yeah, there's not much to do, we just move all the units up. Am I fine with this combat? Not sure. Am I fine with this combat? Maybe. If I go in with my mage, I need to secure the kill this turn. Maybe with this charge. I think there's a pretty good chance of me getting the kill here. If I play it properly. I have a lot of units who are able to hit as well. Let's go. Oh, that's nice. I don't really like picking up the kill with the charge though. There's close to no chance of me dying. And I'd like my knight to pick up the kill. Let's go for this. Okay, nice. Nice. This is amazing. Yeah, these units will never be on time to do anything. So just skip turns until we're strong enough to take over the south and islands. Okay, there we go. Can use the mage. The magical attacks. I don't get the kill. Unfortunate. I can't move this back. It's a bit of a misposition. I wanted to see if I can get the kill with my rogue. I mean, if I'm super unlucky, he might lose units on this. But I don't think I will. He's close to leveling up soon. Come on. If I miss all my hits here, then it's... we will level up. It would just be kind of annoying to deal with. We're still doing fine in the 1v1 there. Nice, okay. I think next turn we can finish the mission. The kill here. Nice. Now, who do we want to give this skill to? Probably the mage, because she will level up from the skill. They're like experienced on yours, then we get a silver mage going. Everyone else is either too far away, not relevant enough. Can the kill on Lady Outlaw would be pretty good. Simply for her leadership. But I don't think it's probable enough. Let's go for the mage. Nice. I could go for the archmage, which just gets more damage on the fireball. I could go for the silver mage, which gets the ability to teleport. And as I said, I like the teleport ability. It gives me quite a bit of flexibility, so we'll go for this. Level up. We've defeated the orcs. On this day, you have proved yourself to be a tree friend. For so long, your kind has only come with sharp blades to harm my kind. You come to build these buildings of stone. Our roots may be slow, but they are strong. We will eventually claim all of the stones back for the earth. Well, I suspect you won't have to worry about my kind for much longer. The orcs have come, and they are taking the isle. My kind were here before your kind, and we will be here after the orcs are gone as well. We were here before all the others, and I suspect that we will be here in the end. Can you help us fight the orcs? My kind are bound to the forest. We would be of little help to you beyond our borders. Maybe we could still be of some aid to you. In a war of your people, some time ago, one of your kings trapped an evil lich in the catacombs, and of the temple at the heart of the wood. We were there, we were watching. After we drove your kind off, we figured out how to break the spell that caused the evil in the catacombs, and keeps others from entering them. This helps us how? The lich was carrying a powerful artifact. We know we can feel it. This artifact may aid you in your quest. You must mean the Ruby of Fire. It was our most powerful artifact. We brought it with us from the old continent long ago. We thought it was lost in the war with your people, when Lich Lord Landbone fell. At this point, we need all of the help we can get. Then I will open the catacombs for you. Young Prince, while the Lich Lords have betrayed us by allying themselves with that orcish scum, I can't bring myself to fight against one of the greatest leaders of my people. Lady, why would you let those monsters lead your people? Aldrich, we are an ancient people who lived in a land filled with all manner of men and beasts. We needed vision that extended beyond the meager span of human ears. The art of necromancy allowed our best and brightest to live forever, and our worst got to serve as mindless slaves. Other than losing our war in the far west, then our refugee war to your people, and this orc thing, it wasn't such a bad deal. Lich Lord Lanvan was one of our greatest leaders. He led our escape to this land. Albeit, after being down in that hole for so long, I don't imagine he's too happy. Have you considered the possibility that the unholy act of turning your best and brightest into undead is what caused them to fall into darkness? We should save this debate for later. I can still be of use to you. I shall scout the road ahead. We need to know if we can make it to South Bay. I'll return in a few days. And this is it for this mission. We did get the Silver Mage, which is I'm really happy about. We got another Red Mage, so we are leveling some mages right here. Got a level in the Outlaw, and got some experience on the Knight. I think in general it was a very good mission, even though it was somewhat of a struggle. We don't have any gold to take with us, but there are not a lot of villages. I think you are kind of supposed to go down on gold quite heavily, especially against all the stealthy units coming in. I think the most important part about this mission was holding good position and playing around the swamps effectively. Also giving up the west flank and all these villages, I think gave us a good numbers advantage where we needed it. So with this done, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next scenario.